Have you ever seen a picture that just stops you in your tracks? One that doesn't make any sense? Well, today we're going to dive deep into a single, impossible photograph. It's an image that seems to defy all logic, and it raises way more questions than it answers. So let's see if we can unravel this thing.
Okay, here it is. Just take a look. It's immediately jarring, isn't it? Your brain just scrambles to make sense of it all, but something feels off. So I guess the first most obvious question is, what on earth are we even looking at here?
All right, to figure this out, we're going to have to put on our investigator hats. Let's break this image down, piece by piece, and see what kind of clues we can dig up.
So let's start with the most obvious thing, the plane. It's definitely the tail section of a big passenger jet. You can see the metal, the engine exhaust, and the damage is just wow. But notice what's not there. No airline logo, no flag, not even a registration number. It's a complete ghost.
Now let's look at the building. The force of this impact must have been absolutely incredible. I mean, this isn't just a broken window. It is a massive gaping hole torn right through solid brick and concrete. Whatever this plane hit, it hit it hard.
But here, this is where it gets really weird. Look past all that destruction at what's around it. You've got these lush green trees, a perfectly clear blue sky. But where's the smoke, the fire, the emergency crews? This scene of total chaos is just sitting there in the middle of a perfectly calm day. It doesn't add up.
So, okay, let's take stock of what we've got. We've got the visual facts, a huge unmarked piece of an airplane, a really badly damaged building, and a strangely peaceful setting. We have some pretty compelling clues, no doubt about it, but that's all they are. We have clues, but we don't have a story.
And that's the real problem, isn't it? Looking at all this evidence tells us what happened. A plane crashed into a building, but it tells us absolutely nothing about the who, the where, the when, or the biggest question of them all, why?
And that is the true mystery here. It's not just the crash itself. It's the total, complete black hole of information around this one dramatic picture.
Just think for a second about all the questions this picture brings up but can't possibly answer. What airline are we talking about? What city is this? When did it even happen? Who was involved? And of course, the big question, given how strange this whole thing is, how do we know this photo is even real? We are completely in the dark. This is the point where the search for a source becomes so important. You know, in a world where we are just saturated with images, context isn't just helpful, it's everything. Context is king.
So what do I mean by that? Well, source context is all the verifiable information, the actual facts that surround a piece of data like this photograph. It's the who, what, where, when, and why that we're missing so badly. It's what gives an image its actual meaning.
Because without that context, an image this dramatic just becomes, well, a powerful Rorschach test. We just project our own feelings onto it, right? Fear, confusion, suspicion. We might assume it's one thing. Someone else might assume something totally different. But all of those are just projections. They aren't real knowledge.
And this really gets to the heart of what this impossible photograph is teaching us. It shows the fundamental difference between simply seeing something and actually understanding it. And believe me, they are not the same thing at all.
So on one side, you have seeing. That's that gut reaction, that immediate emotional punch we all felt when we first saw the picture. But on the other side, you have understanding. And that's a whole different game. It's a process. It's an active choice to be curious, to think critically, and to hunt down the real facts and context that tell the true story.
So let's look at this image one last time, but with this new perspective. It is an incredibly powerful, unforgettable moment frozen in time. You can't deny its emotional impact. But it is not a story. It's just a single frame with no anchor to reality.
And that's really what I want to leave you with. An image, no matter how powerful it is, it only ever shows you a moment. It's the source that tells you the story. So the next time a shocking image like this flashes across your screen, which one are you going to seek?